Hey, T-Zippers. Hey, T-Zippers. I'm back. I'm back. Please come in, hitting the like button. So I won't disturb your peace for disturbing mine. You know what I mean? Let me see. So, was that man in his house? Was he inside the house? Was he outside? 3, 4 cars. Hey, Dante. Oh, I think who was here already? Hey, Crystal, if you're still here. You was here earlier. Was this man inside his house? Was he outside in the park? It was like 3, 4 cars pulled up. And if he was in that last car that backed up, that was somebody was hanging up out that car. I need to know, was he inside the house, outside the house? Was he in one of them 3, 4 cars? It's like a whole ton of folks came to that residence. Y'all come on in, come on in. That's why it's just, ooh. And you know that this earpiece, especially since I heard what I heard today, but you know, I can't, anyway. So when I started hearing yesterday about old boy was coming up under YOGOTTI, new Memphis, like the new Dallas. Oh shit, I said for real. Oh, that mean he working with them folk. Like he was working with them folk. So he's the new juke. He finishing Big Juke's dirty work. Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? I thought everybody knew that Juke was doing bad business deals and shit. So, I don't know why everybody just wanna. I ain't trusting none of that. I need to know if old boy was in the house or was he in that last car that was backing up. And, you know, that backup stuff, you know, that when I start seeing that, my first mindset is, what is that gang name? Old boy had that chain on last week. Wall down gang. Lil Double O had somebody chain on. Like, what's really going on? It's a lot going on, so we gonna chime in, log into your network, okay? And if we can't get the lights up, I'm not gonna be here long either. Y'all not gonna keep taking advantage of me with these likes and stuff. I'm just not gonna stand for it. But Gro Hero, he's a hero. He's a hero. He in Atlanta. He said today that this may be it for him. This year may be it. I don't know. And that was earlier. Then I saw where he was trying to walk up some steps. I said, oh, now he the real can't stop, won't stop. Shout out to Gro. He is the real can't stop, won't stop. You know what I mean? Let me see if this, dang, I should have boosted the system. Thank you, Max to the boogie. Max to the boogie. Thank you. Let me share this out. Yeah, let's listen to Gro while I'm trying to play over here. This was earlier today. Shout out to Gro Hero. He in Atlanta, and he's still giving his address, Lord.
God damn, man. I hate this dog walking shit. But I think I would be walking soon, man. I give myself like a month. Shit, I give myself about 30 days. I'll be back, goddamn. God damn, man, this shit. Man. Look at where I'm at. I'm in Atlanta. Atlanta tomorrow. Y'all gotta pull up on me, man. Set a goddamn truck out. Only reason why I ain't gonna end to it, cause it might be my last one, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no more touring, man. This shit a rap, bro. Think I'm finna do something different, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't blame you.
Man, it's good to have a good friend indeed. God damn, indeed.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. You ain't lying.
Man, I feel good though. Man, maybe I need to get shot again. Goddamn. Eat good, living good, feeling like a real damn king around, but we get took and curled like a motherfucker. Damn.
That's good that he's still alive, because he has a lot of properties around here, and people constantly moving in them. Anything that's light blue is his.
He did do a good thing for the kids, for the park, and
shout out to Gro Hero.
Helping everyone, and if you don't have a place to stay, he'll help down on that. He's just a good person all around.
Let him stay a year free.
But he had an event over here, and the kids, were really excited. Nothing bad happened. He had, giving them a lot of little stuff, so they love him.
Man, how the fuck I got a left wing fracture? And this my left side, and this my fucking chicken wing. So you telling me the chicken wing fractured, and I got a left wing fractured from a motherfucking gunshot wound? Man, I tell you.
Oh my God.
I'm sick of this shit. I am sick of the left side. God damn. I should have been playing with the vice lords, because every time it's some shit on the left side. Left wing, left arm. God damn. What else left?
Oh, damn. Wow.
All the ones that hated on my still got love for them. Only bad on they got tough love for them. Guess all the love that I was showing.
But I could grow.
But I wish you all the best. Don't kill your wishes. Cause I know it hurt you nigga eyes when you see me shine. I know you niggas wish you would grind when you see me shine. But I ain't trying to hurt you. I don't wanna see you dead. I wanna see your family.
There you go. He trying to walk.
Man, what the hell is you doing?
This was 2 hours ago.
I'm trying to get to the goddamn waterfall. The hell you mean? What?
Shout out to Gro Hero. He is walking.
Bring your ass. I don't want to hear that shit. I didn't get the motherfucker going. I ain't hard to do shit. You know my goddamn ligament broke in my damn leg.
Let's see that one more again.
Man, what the hell is you doing?
No cane.
That waterfall. The hell you mean? What? 11 a.m. tomorrow, Atlanta. Bring your ass. I don't want to hear that shit. I didn't get this motherfucker going. I ain't hard to do shit. You know my goddamn ligament broke in my damn leg.
And while you walking, trying to walk up steps, Lord, it's that left side. That left side bionic. Didn't I tell y'all yesterday? That side was bionic, baby. How you get shot in the spine and your ass is up walking, your hand is little, you're limping, everything. Yeah. Shout out to Gro. He
oh, my mama did.
He walking. He trying to get up and walking up steps. Where they do that at?
What the hell is you doing?
Yesterday he was leaking. He got a diaper on the left side, little arm on the left. Shout out to Gro.
11 a.m. tomorrow, Atlanta. Bring your ass. I don't want to hear that shit. I didn't get the motherfucker going. I ain't hard to do shit.
Shout out to Gro. God still have work for him to do. This is no excuse. Everybody having a reason not to get up off their ass and do some steps. He gonna make me go and exercise tomorrow. Hey, Lord, I don't have no excuse. We don't have no excuse, right? What type of shit is that? How they do that? Is this a movie? If you know me, is this some AunTeaFee? I'm here. I'm silent this evening. You don't have to be silent. Don't be silent. I'm sorry if I made you feel like you needed to be silent. It was just that one situation, Precious. Don't be like that. Hey, Samantha. Big Pink. Say something to me. Big Pink. Understood and respected. Yeah. No, we ain't doing that. We way bigger than that, Precious. No, ma'am. We ain't going out like that. Let's see, where am I gonna start? I was gonna do it over here, but I gotta get up. Disaster. Willie dear, you showing the right one. I don't know about you sometime. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to Gro Hero. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Diddy won the... Man, screw Diddy. Let's watch. Let's start with this one. Let's start with this one.
Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Sometimes I hit my knees at night and pray, hope this my lyrics. We really did the dirt, but made it.
We have the ability and we have the resolve to eliminate gangs and hold them accountable for whatever crimes they're committing in our communities. Organized crime does not pay. And any efforts to make fast cash by illegal means will earn you a fast path to a federal prison.
Hey, KEYGLOCK, and we jumping out the porch with dirty glove bastard.
So what would y'all say caused the split between the fast cash boys? See news that Memphis rapper Cmoney was killed in that shooting that you just saw there. This happened yesterday in a residential area in Frazier.
Man, we at the point where the streets feel like a war zone. Folks not pulling up with no little handguns no more. They coming out with military type weapons. Fullies, extended clip switches, the whole arsenal. If you ain't got above 17 in your hand, it's probably best you ain't even stepping in the mix. Because in this kind of situation, it's no fair fight. And there's no running from this kind of firepower. They bringing it. Today we headed back to Memphis. Talk about a rapper whose story sound like a full street documentary. And it ends with him in a shootout. Caught crystal clear on camera. This ain't just any Memphis rapper. There's somebody who been in deep. Once arrested for murder, accused of trying to silence a witness, tied to a legendary 4-man rap group that eventually split, and even caught up in a federal RICO over bank fraud almost a decade ago. And the crazy part about this story, just before he lost his life in this same location, one of his close friends was allegedly robbed broad daylight on that for stacks of cash and allegedly some bags. But over some petty BS, that robbery get blasted all over social media. And by nightfall,
hold on.
Any Memphis rapper, there's somebody who been in deep. Once arrested for murder, accused of trying to silence a witness, tied to a legendary 4-man rap group that eventually split, and even caught up in a federal RICO over bank fraud almost a decade ago. And the crazy part about this story, just before he lost his life in this same location, one of his close friends was allegedly robbed broad daylight on that for stacks of cash and allegedly some bags. But over some petty BS, that robbery get blasted all over social media. And by nightfall, the man in this story is exchanging gunfire with what looks like a whole squad. People in the car, and maybe people also in the camp that you can't see for yourself. It's also worth mentioning.
Hold on, because that guy, that slime guy that I said that they was talking about, I said look like that guy in that purple. Is that who they talking about? That slime guy? And it's funny that he's saying this. That's why I need to know if he was inside that car. If he was inside that house. Is he talking about the weekend robberies? And I can't, I'm not going to act like we didn't see oh boy, Lil Double O had that necklace on that had that free hands, free bands. Please don't let us forget that. Let's listen.
That robbery get blasted all over social media. And by nightfall, the man in this story is exchanging gunfire with what looks like a whole squad. People in the car, and maybe people all somewhere in the camera.
That's what I was trying to let y'all see this. I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, because I pulled him back up today.
It's also worth mentioning out the gate.
I pulled that back up today to look at it to see if that was that guy this morning. Hold on. I may have it too high.
Changing gun.
Yeah, it's this car right here. Was he in the house or was he in that car right there?
With what looks like a whole squad. People in the car, and maybe people off somewhere in the camera that you can't see for yourself. It's also worth mentioning out the gate that this spot is connected to another big name Memphis rapper who ain't even been mentioned in reports. Some say he allegedly made that call for help when knowing he was about to get robbed. But one thing for sure,
he said what? He said
wrong place, wrong.
He said what?
Gunfire with what looks like a whole squad. People in the car, and maybe people off somewhere in the camera that you can't see for yourself. It's also worth mentioning out the gate that this spot is connected to another big name Memphis rapper who ain't even been mentioned in reports. Some say he allegedly made that call for help when knowing he was about to get robbed. But one thing for sure, when you watch this footage,
he made a call for help knowing who was about to get robbed. I was just finna try to send you a message. Stop playing. Oh, we. Cause we already know he got a friend killed before. Oh my. Oh, y'all get the likes up so I won't have to interrupt nothing with you. Oh, please get the likes up. I'm saying please for you. I'm saying please for you. Oh, cause see, I did see where there was a bag on his head. Possibly in a bag on a Black Youngster head. Hell, oh, Lord. Now, I won't be surprised because that other little cat, you know, that other little cat, I ain't gonna lie. I looked at him again today. Let me go to it to see if that was that little cat. He's known for robbing people. He actually, yeah. He robbed Lil Migo, I think. That's how CEO Jizzle got his chain. I think rumor was that same cat, if it's who I think it is, the slime guy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get him pulled back up. He looked like that same little cat that I thought could possibly have been in that car. Let me get to... Hold on, y'all. Yeah, because I don't want to start it playing and then I hear something and then I stop again. Hold on. Let me see what you're saying. Hold on.
Don't know about you, but
What is this? I know it's slime something. And he lived in, well, he got shot in Ridgecrest. Oh, stop. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I gotta check. why is it always the same people? Oh.
And allegedly some bags. But over some petty BS, that robbery get blasted all over social media. And by nightfall, the man in this story is exchanging gunfire with what looks like a whole squad. People in the car, and maybe people off somewhere in the camera that you can't see for yourself. It's also worth mentioning out the gate that this spot is connected to another big name Memphis rapper who ain't even been mentioned in reports. Some say he allegedly made that call for help when knowing he was about to get robbed. But one thing for
Oh, what are you talking about? A call for help? In this case or another one? So did he get robbed again?
who ain't even been mentioned in reports. Some say he allegedly made that call for help when knowing he was about to get robbed. But one thing for sure.
Lil Migo, did you get robbed? Lil Migo. Did you get robbed again? Did you get robbed again, Lil Migo? Thank you, Trace Line. Thank you, Bubba Show can't come with them names. Woo, I have a piece of it. Huh? Yeah, I was, thank you. Let me get to, Is that who we talking about? Because that is exactly how Lil Migo lost his chain before. So are they talking about when he lost it before? I guess, okay, let's go.
Some say he allegedly made that call for help when knowing he was about to get robbed. But one thing for sure, when you watch this footage, that wrong place, wrong time story don't really add up. You live by the streets, you die by the streets. And when the firepower looks like this, it's no time to think for real. It's no time to run, and there's no second chances. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment. Rap Collective launched in 2016 on the strength of their first mixtape.
Hold on, I did that by mistake.
And by nightfall, the man in this story is exchanging gunfire with what looks like a whole squad. People in the car, and maybe people off somewhere.
3 cars, they said.
See for yourself. It's also worth mentioning out the gate that this spot is connected to another big name Memphis rapper who ain't even been mentioned in reports. Some say he allegedly made that call for help when knowing he was about to get robbed. But one thing for sure, when you watch this footage, that wrong place, wrong time story don't really add up. You live by the streets, you die by the streets. And when the firepower looks like this, it's no time to think for real. It's no time to run, and there's no second chances. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me, Corday Smith, aka Fast Cash Cmoney. He grew up in Raleigh, Memphis. He was one of 4 individuals, part of the Fast Cash Boys. Rap Collective launched in 2016 on the strength of their first mixtape, Cream, and then scoring a hit in 2018 with their viral hit, Cash Walk.
Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Don't I look like a chick when I walk?
Now, Fast Cash Boys.
Don't I look like a chick when I walk?
Well, or KEYGLOCK for the
Don't I look like a chick?
Don't I look like a chick when I walk?
Now, Fast Cash Boys is allegedly No Faking Crew as well, or KEYGLOCK for the Street Curve and Drive. It's a clip of some gangsters launched in 2016 on the strength of the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me, Corday Smith, aka Fast Cash Cmoney. He grew up in Raleigh, Memphis. He was one of 4 individuals, part of the Fast Cash Boys. Rap Collective launched in 2016 on the strength of their first mixtape, Cream, and then scoring a hit in 2018 with their viral hit, Cash Walk.
Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Don't I look like a chick when I walk? Don't I look like a chick when I walk?
Now, Fast Cash Boys is allegedly No Faking Crew as well, or KEYGLOCK for the Street Curve and Drive. It's a clique of some gangster disciples allegedly in 108 Avenue, Peru. While some members are strictly FCB, Fast Cash Boys, they originated in Raleigh and were formed in 2012 and spread it amongst the youth. And as you can see, they dived into the music scene as well. They wasn't just on the radar in the rap scene, they was also on the radar of the police. In 2013, the Fast Cash Boys was allegedly responsible for shooting up a house occupied by 7 adults, trying to silence a witness in the murder case. Memphis police say Hickory Hill home was riddled with bullets on an early Monday morning to silence at least 2 witnesses to a 2013 murder. No one was hurt in the shooting in the 7,000 block of Falls Hollow Code. The people who lived there said there were 7 adults inside.
He talking
They
too
dived
fast.
into the music scene. Some gangster disciples allegedly in 108 Avenue, Peru, while some members are strictly FCB, Fast Cash Boys. They originated in Raleigh and were formed in 2012 and spread it amongst the youth. And as you can see, they dived into the music scene as well. They wasn't just on the radar in the rap scene, they was also on the radar of the police. In 2013, the Fast Cash Boys was allegedly responsible for shooting up a house occupied by 7 adults, trying to silence a witness in the murder case. Memphis police say Hickory Hill home was riddled with bullets on an early Monday morning to silence at least 2 witnesses to a 2013 murder. No one was hurt in the shooting in the 7,000 block of Falls Hollow Code. The people who lived there said there were 7 adults inside the home when several people opened fire. Police found 43 shell casings outside the home and said the bullets hit several parked cars nearby.
That sound like that situation with
Cash
that.
Boys was allegedly responsible for shooting up a house occupied by 7 adults, trying to silence a witness in the murder case. Memphis police say Hickory Hill home was riddled with bullets on an early Monday morning to silence at least 2 witnesses to a 2013 murder. No one was hurt in the shooting in the 7,000 block of Falls Hollow Code. The people who lived there said there were 7 adults inside the home when several people opened fire. Police found 43 shell casings outside the home and said the bullets hit several parked cars nearby and even a vehicle 2 streets away. One neighbor quoting, "It's unfortunate and idiotic. I was thinking about it all day yesterday and feeling helpless." The neighbor who lives 2 doors away also say a bullet hit a hole in his back driver's side door. The victims were able to identify Corday Smith as one of the shooters, aka Fast Cash Cmoney, along with Calvin McKeans, was charged with first degree in the death of Keyshawn White. May he rest in peace and love and condolences.
Oh, okay. So he talking about. Oh, okay. Hold on. They're talking about Young Key. Okay. They're talking about Young Key, who was Young Mob. Okay. Let me hear this again that I know what he's talking about.
They wasn't just on the radar in the rap scene. They was also on the radar of the police. In 2013, the Fast Cash Boys was allegedly responsible for shooting up a house occupied by 7 adults, trying to silence a witness in the murder case. Memphis police say Hickory Hill home was riddled with bullets on an early Monday morning to silence at least 2 witnesses to a 2013 murder. No one was hurt in the shooting in the 7,000 block of Falls Hollow Code. The people who lived there said there were 7 adults inside the home when several people opened fire. Police found 43 shell casings outside the home and said the bullets hit several parked cars nearby and even a vehicle 2 streets away. One neighbor quoting, "It's unfortunate and idiotic. I was thinking about it all day yesterday and feeling helpless." The neighbor who lives 2 doors away also say a bullet hit a hole in his back driver's side door. The victims were able to identify Corday Smith as one of the shooters, aka Fast Cash Cmoney, along with Calvin McKeans, was charged with first degree in the death of Keyshawn White. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. White was gunned down. I was thinking about it all day yesterday and feeling helpless. The neighbor who lives 2 doors away also say a bullet hit a hole in his back driver's side door. The victims were able to identify Corday Smith as one of the shooters, aka Fast Cash Cmoney, along with Calvin McKeans, was charged with first degree
Fast Cash
in the
Jizzle.
death of Keyshawn White. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. White was gunned down in a parking lot.
So was Keyshawn related to Moneybag? Keyshawn White. Was he related to Moneybag? I know he ain't turned on his cousin, kinfolk, cause he got him on it, tattooed on him, and but that's what separated him from the mob. Now, y'all remember he copped to the body, but word on the street that it was Cmoney who actually unalived Young Key. I don't know if they know that by the bullets, but in the guns that was used. But they said that Fast Cash Jizzle claimed the body, but Cmoney was who unalived him.
The death of Keyshawn White. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. White was gunned down in the parking lot of a gas station in Brooks and Mill Branch the year prior to the house being shot up. Police were looking for others involved, and they also gave Smith a new charge of attempt first degree. But I guess that did the job, because no witnesses showed up. He was able to come home and have another chance. And he briefly spoke about having a murder charge at a young age, alongside one of his rap buddies, who happens to be Calvin McMickens, aka Fast Cash Jizzle.
Off-white with some Yeezys.
That's the song
Say the rap game hard.
that he did with Moneybag.
She like it. Yeah. And then we just knew, we always knew of each other. Then I like 7th, 8th grade. We started going through shit. We got tight. We started going through shit.
Hey, Queen Lakers, thank you. Thank you, Big Pink.
We lost our partner Magic.
I didn't even notice it. Thank you for the super sticker, Big Pink. Hey, Queen Lakers. Thank you for the marshmallows. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so let me go back a little. My thing ain't moving, y'all know. I'm trying not to mess with it so it won't. What you say? She in the archive. How you know? How you know? Stop playing. Baby, I was listening with one ear and researching on another. You absolutely right. You know me well. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Cash Jizzle.
Off-white with some Yeezys. They say the rap game hard, but I make it look easy.
I probably feel for some shit like that. She like it. Yep. And then we just knew, we always knew of each other. Then probably like 7th, 8th grade. We started going through shit. We got tight. We started going through shit, losing mutual friends shit. Our partner Magic, we lost our partner Magic, RP Magic. That shit really made us get real close too, doing that. Then we lost our partner Chop. We lost. Oh wow. Yeah, we lost a lot of games. I be around 9 playing motherfucker. For sure. You know, long live them guys. Then I do them make us strong and make us go hard. Yeah.
So how did Fast Cash Boys form then?
Mine. You want to answer that? Shit, going, man, we was young nigga getting to the money fast, you know what I'm saying? We was getting a little, started feeling that, you know what I'm saying? Young, we started getting money fast, bam. One day we just sitting around, like, man, we got to call ourselves something. Yeah. In my living room, some shit. Bam. We sitting down. Then we were rapping. We made like one song. That bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga was making little noise in the street, nigga did one song, them folks like, y'all straight. He take this shit serious, but like, anytime we would get hot, like, he started getting booked up and shit, nigga had fucked around with. Go to jail, yeah. But they were like, before we took the shit serious though. Then after we took it serious, like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga know how to stay out the way now.
What's the group's reputation in Memphis?
What you mean?
I remember
Undefeated.
How the fuck you tell that?
This the case.
Yeah.
So what would you say is one of the biggest life lessons you guys learned?
Man, we went through it together.
Really? Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, it probably was the toughest.
Yeah.
It was the toughest situation we probably been through.
Had a little charge. He had a little murder charge.
That's not a little charge. That's a major charge.
Yeah, that shit right there. Like waking up not knowing if you finna come home or not. You know what I'm saying? You telling your folks you finna be home this week. This next court day they set y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be strong for this shit. This shit went on for a couple years type shit.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
We overcame it though.
We overcame this shit for sure.
Misunderstand.
Yeah.
Both of you guys were charged?
Yeah. We both were charged.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So were you guys have a bond? Were you both locked up together? How'd that work?
We had a bond.
See, we went to jail like
a couple
times. Damn, he went. Damn, he went crazy. He was still down there a juvenile or some shit. I was just turning 18.
I was 17.
Damn, he stayed a little longer. He stayed like 10. He did about 10 months. He did about 10 months one time. Then I was out on bond for like 14 months. Then he got out.
Like 2 months.
Then when I bond, now bond got revoked. And some other shit. You know.
It was just
wild.
It was wild.
It's crazy, man. We made it through this shit.
Yeah, this shit. We overcame this shit. Like
this shit made niggas strong, you know what I'm saying? And they showed me who my real friends and shit was, you know what I'm saying? Who my real brother was, and who I can lean on and depend on and shit. Like, it's all they really did. It just helped me.
Built a nigga.
Yeah, he show you who, man. People show their true color.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers tell you finna get this many years. Motherfucker hear it, they getting up out of there on it.
Real
motherfuckers stop putting minutes on the phone.
All type of shit going on.
Next nigga hot out there on the seat. Next nigga hot on the town. They done forgot about you. You ain't got shit but your pictures of that motherfucker. You showing your city, you pattern mind. Do what I used to be doing and shit.
God.
You don't want to hear this shit. Man, free the guy though. You been jail, you done been through this shit. Free
them guy.
Yeah.
So when did you guys first meet? How old were you guys?
Damn,
we knew each other for a minute, but we got cool, like middle school.
Yeah, like middle school.
Oh, wow. Okay. He probably, young nigga probably about 4th grade. He probably 4th grade when I first saw him. When I first saw him, like the sanctum and shit, you know what I'm saying? I look at it, you know what I'm saying? I was probably like, he probably in 3rd, I probably in 5th or some shit like that. It was shit like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Off the Porch. He got almost an hour interview with those two. If you guys want to check it out, you should go over there. And
shout out to the family TV.
Point out some key clips to let you guys get a clear understanding of those two. Knowing each other since elementary, becoming close since middle school, having murder charges, to even having a rap group together. Now, just to briefly give you guys an update on the group, before we continue this story, it seemed they broke up, and 2 of the other members had briefly spoke about it on Off the Porch. I want you guys to hear it for about 60 seconds. It was identified as TP Stacks and Money. It seemed they took the fast cash out their name.
So how did y'all feel once y'all seen the other members on the porch and y'all weren't present?
Really? Man, I was on house arrest, you hear me? It was some shit like this, so I wasn't gonna never be able to come regardless. It's just the communication part. I ain't know nothing about it. None of it off the porch, none of this shit.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what was going on no more. Once I got on house arrest, it was like, it's cold turkey. I don't know nothing.
Yeah. So what would y'all say caused the split between the Fast Cash boys?
Like managing, like pride, communication communication too. Yeah. Like we really barely talk to each other type shit. Yeah. Like I talk, you know, I talk to him like every day. Yeah. Like we ain't really. Like we.
Y'all please hit the like button.
Yeah.
Like one of them stayed in Atlanta type shit. So we was already split up anyway.
Years later, it seemed everybody doing their own thing, dropping music on their own time. See, Money was no different. Now dropping more songs for the girls and even appearing to be around big names like YOGOTTI. But then in 2017, Cmoney was one of 17 individuals who was arrested and part of the fast cash street gangs, according to the feds.
Yeah.
He had charges that included bank fraud and conspiracy to distribute controlled substance. The indictment alleges that all the defendants except one reside in Memphis and the other Los Angeles. According to the U.S. Attorney, group members were alleged to have perpetrated crimes that included writing more than $243,000 worth of bad checks and distributing more than 100 kilograms of marijuana. According to the indictment, they believe $243,000 in criminal proceeds generated by the bank fraud conspiracy and at least $1 million in proceeds generated by the drug money.
Yesterday, our office unsealed a 2-count indictment charging 18 individuals of the Fast Cash criminal organization in Memphis with conspiracy to commit bank fraud and conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute over 100 kilograms of marijuana. Fast Cash is a hybrid neighborhood street gang made up of individuals from the Raleigh and Fraser areas of Memphis. 17 of the named defendants are from Memphis and one defendant resides in Los Angeles, California. The Fast Cash Boys Entertainment Group was a music label which was established to memorialize the death of an up-and-coming rapper here in North Memphis. However, over time, many of its members began exploiting the brand by engaging in criminal activity to earn fast cash for the enterprise. Fast Cash has 2 major areas of criminal involvement that are alleged in the indictment today. Drug trafficking and high-grade marijuana into and throughout Memphis, and defrauding banks with a scheme involving deposits and withdrawals from ATM machines. As part of the conspiracy to commit bank fraud, which is alleged in count 1 of the indictment, we allege that several members of the Fast Cash organization solicited and obtained through social media various Regions Bank account holders' information, including debit card and check information. Once that financial information and those instruments were obtained, the next step of the scheme was to deposit checks without any funds into the bank accounts using the ATM machines at Regions Bank locations here in Memphis and Shelby County. Members of the Fast Cash organization learned that if the deposit was made before 8 p.m., the funds would become available the next business day. The deposited checks were made from closed accounts, worthless checks, and counterfeit checks. After the deposits were made, a member of Fast Cash would contact Regions Bank to verify through the automated telephonic system of the bank that the funds were available to withdraw. And after the fraudulent deposit was made and the funds became available, a member of Fast Cash would make the withdrawal from the ATM, from debit card purchasers, through the drive-through or in person at the bank by account holders who were previously recruited by social media. Obviously, By the time that Regions Bank received notifications from other financial institutions that the checks deposited into the Regions ATM did not have sufficient funds, or that the accounts were closed, or that the checks were counterfeit, members of Fast Cash had already withdrawn the funds, which were then split among the members of Fast Cash and sometimes the account holders who'd been recruited. It's alleged in the indictment that this fraudulent scheme went on from November 2017 until July of 2019, resulting in an attempted potential loss of $466,000 from Regions Bank and actual loss to Regions of $243,000. Count 2 of the indictment alleges that several members of Fast Cash also engaged in a drug trafficking conspiracy to transport high-grade marijuana from California and distribute it here in Memphis and the surrounding area, further supplying their with Fast Cash. These drug trafficking...
Now, Cmoney did a couple years and came home. That was his last time getting incarcerated. That wasn't his last time getting in some trouble. Saturday, August 9, 2025. Early in the morning, the video had surfaced on social media. It's in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Frazier neighborhood, also considered by locals as the Bay. Now, that home where this man was getting robbed at was on the same street as a well-known rapper who go by the name as Lil Migo have a house at. Nonetheless, he was there. And according to some people in Memphis, they feel like even if you don't know his music, you know that he flashed. Now, people was going with the assumption that the person who was getting robbed was Bread Gang Lil Cuz. And that's because his opposition, who somehow they knew, had spoke on it on social media before the video was uploaded. And then suddenly, Bread Gang Lil Cuz, who used to Cmoney, had went to Instagram before the situation that evening on the same street and said the following about allegedly being robbed.
The PSA, man, let me clear that up right now, man. That was me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out on the ground, nigga. Zoom in. I got any nigga $10,000 right now, nigga. They can zoom in and show me that me. They want me on no motherfucking video getting scratched out on all my dead niggas.
Now later that night, shortly after midnight, a shooting occurred in that same location. Some say the driveway, allegedly, to one of the homes of Lil Migo. Strangely enough, is close friends to Bread Gang Lil Cuz. But nonetheless, neighbors found several homes shot up, even having some doorbell footage being leaked, capturing every moment, or at least every sound. It was reported that Lil Migo had allegedly...
Okay, so hold on. I missed it. I had to step away, y'all. Hold on.
That's why Cmoney had...
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
Several members of the Fast Cash organization solicited and obtained through social media various Regions Bank account holders' information, including debit card
through social media
information. Once that financial information,
y'all hit the like button. Oh, the camera stopped.
Next step of the scheme was to deposit checks without any funds into the bank accounts using the ATM machines.
Can y'all still hear?
Locations here in Memphis and Shelby County. Members of the Fast Cash organization learned that if the deposit was made before 8 p.m., the funds would become available the next business day. The deposited checks were made from closed accounts, worthless checks, and counterfeit checks. After the deposits were made, a member of Fast Cash would contact Regions Bank to verify through the automated telephonic system of the bank that the funds were available to withdraw. And after the fraudulent deposit.
Hey y'all still with me? I can't see, and I don't. It's not moving because it's froze. So let me see. I'm almost out of juice. So that's the key to it. Yes, okay.
Was made and the funds became available. A member of Fast Cash was made to withdraw from the ATM from debit card purchases.
Hi, Minister Joyce.
Drive-through or in person at the bank by account holders who were previously recruited by social media. Obviously, by the time the Regions Bank received notifications from other financial institutions that the checks deposited into the Regions ATM did not have sufficient funds, or that the accounts were closed, or that the checks were counterfeit, members of Fast Cash had already withdrawn the funds, which would then split among the members of Fast Cash and sometimes the account holders who've been recruited. It's alleged in the indictment that this fraudulent scheme went on from November 2017 until July of 2019, resulting in an attempted potential loss of $466,000.
Ooh, they got over, didn't he?
And actual loss to Regions of $243,000. Count 2 of the indictment alleges that several members of Fast Cash also engaged in a drug trafficking conspiracy to transport high-grade marijuana from California and distribute it here in Memphis and the surrounding area, further supplying their members with Fast Cash. These drug trafficking...
Now, Cmoney did a couple of years and came home. That was his last time getting incarcerated. That wasn't his last time getting in some trouble. Saturday, August 9, 2025. Early in the morning, the video had surfaced on social media. It's in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Frazier neighborhood, also considered by locals as the Bay. Now that home,
hey, Big Pressure.
was getting robbed at.
Hey, Vicky.
Same street as a well-known rapper who go by the name of Lil Migo have a house there. Nonetheless, he was there. And according to some people in Memphis, they feel like even if you don't know his music, you know that he flashy. Now, people was going with the assumption that the person who was getting robbed was spread gang little cooks. And that's because opposition, who somehow they knew, had spoke on social media before the video was uploaded. And suddenly,
is that a hold on. Oh, hold on. What?
He did a couple of years and came home. That was his last time getting incarcerated. That wasn't his last time getting in some trouble. Saturday, August 9, 2025. Early in the morning, the video had surfaced on social media. It's in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Frazier neighborhood, also considered by locals as the Bay. Now that home where this man was getting robbed at was on the same street as a well-known rapper who go by the name of Lil Migo have a house at. Nonetheless, he was there. And according to some people in Memphis, they feel like even if you don't know his music, you know that he flashy. Now, people was going with the assumption that the person who was getting robbed was spread gang little cooks. And that's because opposition, And somehow they knew and spoke on it on social media before the video was uploaded. And suddenly,
Oh, so they got it on tape. Oh, Lord, y'all can't see. Hold on. Now, wait a minute. What?
going with the assumption that the person who was getting robbed in
So-
the Frazier neighborhood, also considered by locals as the bait. Now that home that this man was getting robbed at was on the same street as a well-known rapper who go by the name as Lil Migo have a house.
So, oh, shit. So the house that was getting robbed was not Lil Migo house, but somebody on his street was getting robbed. Is that what we're saying? Is that what he's saying? Somebody was getting robbed on the street. Okay.
Considered by locals as the bait. Now that home that this man was getting robbed at was on the same street as a well-known rapper who go by the name as Lil Migo have a house at. Nonetheless, he was there. And according to some people in Memphis, they feel like even if you don't know his music, you know that he flashy. Now people was going with the assumption that the person who was getting robbed was Bread Gang Lil Cooks. And that's because his opposition, who somehow they knew and spoke on it on social media before the video was uploaded. And suddenly,
So they thought Bread Gang Lil Cuz was getting robbed. So that's why he came out with that message. But who was it? Because they said he was stretched out.
now Bread Gang Lil Cuz, who was close to Cmoney, had went to Instagram before the situation later that evening on the same street and said the following about allegedly being robbed.
My PSA, man, let me clear that up right now, man. They want me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out on no ground. Nigga, zoom in, nigga. I got any nigga $10,000 right now, nigga. They can zoom in and show me that me. Nigga, they want me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out, nigga, on all my dead, nigga.
Now later that night, shortly after midnight,
Who got robbed?
in that same location,
But who got robbed? Who got robbed? Because we saw old boy with somebody's chain on. But who got robbed? Why they not saying who got robbed? They thought it was Bread Gang Lil Cuz. Hold on.
so the video was uploaded, and suddenly,
So before the video was uploaded, they knew that somebody was finna get robbed. Hold on, I need to hear this again. Okay.
Tennessee in the Frazier neighborhood, also considered by locals as the bait. Now that home where this man was getting robbed at was on the same street as a well-known rapper who go by the name as Lil Migo.
So this person stays on the same street as Lil Migo. They got robbed. Were they at Lil Migo house? Everybody quiet. Seemed like some in the hood type shit. But you know that Trey Slime is a thief. He done backdoored old boy before, Lil Migo before. That's how old boy had his chain, and Kenny Money got it back for him. You know, this little crew do a whole bunch of backdoor shit. So was it his neighbor or was it his friend? And is the person who they robbed a rapper? Cause, and I keep saying that cause of Lil Double O. And the way I saw them cars backing up, you know, all that back up type shit. Don't nobody drive forward in their crew, you know, they do that back up, and that's how that shootout went.
According to some people in Memphis, they feel like even if you don't know his music, you know that he flashy. Now people was going with the assumption that the person who was getting robbed was Bread Gang Lil Cuz. And that's because opposition, who somehow they knew, had spoke on social media before the video was uploaded. And suddenly,
So is his ops a Lil Double O them? Walk down gang?
now Bread Gang Lil Cuz, who was close to Cmoney, had went to Instagram before the situation later that evening on the same street and said the following about allegedly being robbed.
Man, PSA, man, let me clear that up right now, man. They want me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out on the ground. Nigga, zoom in, nigga. I got any nigga $10,000 right now, nigga. They can zoom in and show me that it's me. Nigga, they want me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out, nigga, on all my dead, nigga.
Now later that night, shortly after midnight, a shooting occurred in that same location. Some say the driveway, allegedly, to one of the homes of Lil Migo. Strangely enough, his close friends, the Bread Gang, Lil Cuz. But nonetheless, neighbors found several homes shot up, even having some doorbell footage being leaked, capturing everything.
So they went back to this house that got shot up was Lil Migo house. They said they went back to the same house.
Shooting occurred in that same location. Some say the driveway, allegedly, to one of the homes of Lil Migo.
Okay, so hold up. So Lil Migo have more than one house over there. So he trying to do the Gro Hero and buy up several houses. Because he said one of the houses of Lil Migo. Okay, I'm listening.
Now, Bread Gang Lil Cuz, who was close to Cmoney, had went to Instagram before the situation later that evening on the same street and said the following about allegedly being robbed.
Man, PSA, man, let me clear that up right now, man. They want me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out on the ground, nigga. Zoom in, nigga. I got any nigga $10,000 right now, nigga. They can zoom in and show me that me. Nigga, they want me on no motherfucking video getting stretched out, nigga, on all my dead, nigga.
Now later that night, shortly after midnight, a shooting occurred in that same location. Some say the driveway, allegedly, to one of the homes of Lil Migo. Strangely enough, his close friends, the Bread Gang, Lil Cuz. But nonetheless, neighbors found several homes shot up, even having some doorbell footage being leaked, capturing every moment or at least every sound. had allegedly called for help after knowing he was about to be robbed. That's why Cmoney had allegedly showed up. Not sure if that was him who had the door open, but we assume.
How did Lil Migo know that he was about to get robbed? Shit. So a neighbor got robbed. Or somebody at a house near. Hold up. So somebody got robbed at one of Lil Migo's houses earlier that day. They came back that night and somebody gave Lil Migo the heads up that he was gonna get robbed. So he called Cmoney over. The little nigga that talk all the shit. He got a call for help. You lying. How you know that you was finna get robbed? Lil Migo off. A pistol. Wasn't them last shots a pistol?
Reported that Lil Migo had allegedly called for help after. It was reported that Lil Migo had allegedly called for help after knowing he was about to be robbed. That's why Cmoney had allegedly showed up. Not sure if that was him who had the door open. But we assuming that's the guy who lost their life because as the driver backed up, the door never closed. Cmoney was found shot to death a half-mile away from Georgian Drive. A family member confirmed this morning that the man was killed was the Memphis rapper Cmoney, whose real name was Corday Smith. May he rest in peace. Another condolences to his family.
Breaking news now. Family confirming.
So Lil Migo done it again.
Memphis rapper.
Dang, I hate.
Money.
If y'all was here earlier, I said something ain't right. I need to know if he was in that car. Was that him in that car, that last car with that door open? I need to know if that, or was he in the house? Because they were saying that his house got shot up. Because I need for you. Dang. So this was Lil Migo house. Why he gotta call somebody? If he know he finna get robbed, why he gotta call somebody? All them guns and shit, you holding up C signs when everybody was choosing a side. You holding up a C sign like you done chose a damn sign, like you got ammo, like you know, like you know, quick draw. What you call them folk for? You can't protect your own self? What type of shit? On Twitter, they said it's him hanging onto the door. It's Cmoney. Cause I'm gonna say this. I don't know, but before it looked like he got shot in that car. It looked like it was a light, some power went off inside that car. So that's why when it came on, and I was like, oh no, I need to know who was in that car, and or did he get shot in the house or something? I don't know what, cause if that was him in that car, it was some light that went off in that car. And now y'all saying this was Lil Migo. This what second, third time somebody that's supposed to be close to him, cool with him, Yeah, I don't trust Lil Migo. Let me finish this up. Yeah, because I do not trust Lil Migo. Oh shit, no. And where was Lil Migo when the shootout was going on?
That was him who had the door open. But we assuming that's the guy who lost their life because it's the driver backed up. The door never closed. See, but we assuming that's the guy.
I need to see that again. Let me see.
That Lil Migo.
And see them little pow, 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 pow. That little pow, pow, pow. The other cars had gone, so it was just whoever was hanging in the car. It wasn't nobody else on that street but that car as it was backing up. So them little pow, pow, pow. Who was that? Was that inside the car? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It almost seemed like this is a I can't. Although please don't. I can't think of that other guy name who was a rapper who was gonna be next up and coming. That was cool with Lil Migo. Was at that barbershop at Styles. I can't think of his name, and he was in an Infinity sitting out there. A Lil Migo called, told him where he was, and somebody came and did a drive-by. Oh yeah, what you say? Yeah, but them last bullet pops. Well, no, the other cars had already gone. That car was just backing up. And there was some more. The old boy was hanging out the car. So who was shooting? Oh, they was driving. They was still
It was reported that Lil Migo had allegedly called for help after knowing he was about to be robbed. That's why Cmoney had allegedly showed up.
So Cmoney showed up before the police showed up? Shit, no, I don't trust Lil Migo at all.
That was him who had the door open. But we assuming that's the guy who lost their life because it's the driver backed up. The door never closed. Cmoney was found shot to death a half mile away on Georgian Drive. A family member confirmed this morning that the man was killed was the Memphis rapper Cmoney.
And where was Fast Cash? Jizzle.
And he rested in peace. Another condolences to his family.
Breaking news now. Family confirming to Fox 13 News that Memphis rapper Cmoney was killed in that shooting that you just saw there. This happened yesterday in a residential area in Frazier. Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson joining us live from that neighborhood. Daniel, break it down for us. What happened here?
Well, we understand, as you said, that rapper killed Fast Cash Cmoney. This happened, Ernie, around 12:20, right after midnight, Sunday. So really, really early in the morning, late Friday and into Saturday. Folks, I don't know that I have ever heard and seen this much gunfire at one location. Yeah, for those of you familiar with the area, this is not too far from Georgian Hills Park. Innovation Church is not far from where I stand this morning. Keep in mind, this is a residential area. You can see in that video, it's hard to determine which direction these shots were coming from. There were so many, but it appears you see someone standing outside that vehicle. Again, it's hard to tell whether that is the shooter or the victim. That car,
I mean, about 2, 3 cars.
The passenger door is open while the car is backing up. It looks like the person who had been standing outside that vehicle is somehow able to hold on to it as it's backing.
Did Lil Migo say something today?
As we understand it right now, the body was discovered at Meritavia and Georgian Drive. Meritavia and Georgian Drive. Now, we have been speaking with different people in the area. This is what a man told me. Keep in mind, the man you're about to hear from, folks, he is right at 75 years old.
If I had been walking past this way, I would have been shook.
Yeah, I showed that last night.
You know, so
with Gotti and
that's what it's frightening to me.
Yeah, he was finna. He had been doing a little sound with Gotti. He was supposed to be the new Memphis, like Gotti is doing the new Dallas.
Folks, that video you're looking at right there, that is right outside of that door or the window where that man was standing not too far.
Oh, okay, so it's a no-fly zone for CMG in Memphis. Oh shit!
Out here live.
Oh shit! Y'all hear that?
Tire mark.
Oh shit! No-fly zone for CMG in Memphis. Now that the day after he signed with YOGOTTI, footage of Cmoney's death a day after he signed with YOGOTTI. Now you know, I ain't gonna even lie. Thank you. Yeah, you know, Lil Migo is a little she's a little jealous-hearted twig head. Now, the last time YOGOTTI was about to sign somebody, okay, Lord, hold on, let me tell you the person's name. Let me set this down. Hold on. And he had to get his pot. It was good, you know. So hold on.
Paused so much for a while back.
So is this why? Hold on. I heard today. I'm really finna go into the archives now for real. I heard today that BLACYOUNGSTA, because I heard that there was bags on their head. So I guess that's why they say it's bags. But they said yeah, because BLACYOUNGSTA and Lil Migo, they told that C. That's all one big happy family. See? Let me go into the archives. And Lil Migo set up his partner who Gotti was about to was choosing over him. He was next in line. He got his ass out the way by setting him up. Hold on, let me see. And his mama, he offered to pay for the funeral. And the boy mama said, "You got my son killed." Y'all remember that? Oh, Lord. Lamika. Could be those bullet sound. The pop, pop, pop. Yeah, let me find this, though. Because this sound, I ain't gonna even lie, this sound real familiar. The setup part of it. This sound kind of familiar. And then the next day, he got that C on his neck. No, that wasn't in 2024. Hold on. Cause this sound familiar. This kind of have a Lil Migo flair to it. Hold on, let me play this out while I go to looking. Hold on. Let me play this out. Let me finish. Is he finished?
And I don't know, we don't have it confirmed whether these tire marks were from this incident, but I can tell you all over this cove, not far from where we know this happened, there are tire marks everywhere. What we know, again, confirmed from a family member, Fast Cash Cmoney. We understand that that rapper was part of the Fast Cash Boys. We're going to have more developments for you. We're working to get even more information confirmed.
Had to be scared for the folks in that neighborhood hearing all that gunfire. Daniel Wilkerson.
We don't know who was allegedly involved in that shooting.
Who was Cmoney? Which one was Cmoney?
Really wrong. He addressed it. Some would say if it wasn't true, why address it? It's just crazy enough to know that 3 people
who he say really got robbed?
Allegedly robbed. One was allegedly killed and one was allegedly targeted at his home. That's right.
Daniel Wilkerson.
We don't know who was allegedly involved in that shootout. We don't know if Red Gang Lil Cuz was really robbed. He addressed it. Some would say if it wasn't true, why address it? It's just crazy enough to know that 3 people who well connected. One was allegedly robbed, one was allegedly killed, and one was allegedly targeted at his home. As we wrap this video up, we do want to say rest in peace to every victim.
So Bread Gang, Lil Cuz allegedly got robbed. Cmoney got unalived.
Dress just crazy enough.
And Lil Migo
well connected
was targeted at his house. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's the same thing. Hold on.
One was allegedly robbed, one was allegedly killed, and one was allegedly targeted at his home. As we wrap this video up, we do want to say rest in peace to every victim. We talked about and love and condolences to you guys' families. We do want to send love and prayers to anyone who was affected.
Let's run story.
I don't know if I want to hear this guy. He ain't been on point here lately.
Let's run. So there's a video that's circulating all throughout social media and was even released by the...
Yeah, he ain't been on point to me here lately. Hold on. Who did I? Hold on. I don't know if I want to hear what you gotta say either. Who did I have earlier? Hold on. I need to find it. Hey, Smitty G. Yeah, I'm going to the archives, baby. You know I am. I'm trying. Ha! Sure am. I'm trying to hold y'all over. Trying to hold y'all over. I was listening to somebody earlier today. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Let me just hear what he's saying.
All these cameras flashing, cloud of diamonds dancing.
Shout out to the cloud of the dome.
I'm the one who made it happen. I used to get them bags in, but now I'm
oh no, we can't do that.
If a goofy try me, the cloud Youngster back on the roster. And the PRE boys, man, I heard they putting them bags together. Don't ask me how I know, just know the streets is talking, bro. Real deal. After the fail hit on Mr. Gro Hero, I guess the PRE boys is realizing that ain't nobody safe, you know? So guess what? They going for the big heads, you know? They know they ain't gonna be able to get Gotti. They gotta get the next best thing. And that's the BLACYOUNGSTA, Mr. BLACYOUNGSTA. Real deal. I heard them boys got a 500K bag for Black and got a 100K bag for Migo. God don't like ugly. Mr. Migo is trolling Mr. Gro Hero after a failed hit in Charlotte. And what's the odds of he getting shot in Charlotte? Just like they sent the 100 rounds at Dolph in Charlotte. And who was arrested for that? Oh, Mr. Black. That's why they want Black Migo. Real deal. I would never troll you if you got shot, no matter how much I don't like you, Lil Migo. You got all that money, don't do nothing for the city, the world, or nothing. You ain't bringing no impact to anything, just like all these other rappers in Memphis. But you on here trolling. It's been 2 years since I smacked you broad daylight, and you ain't did nothing. Stop acting like you had something done to me, bro. You goof is weird. See Mr. Gro Hero? Yeah, they got them bags up now, man. Real deal. Cause PRE realizing ain't nobody safe. And then guess what, y'all? It's getting by the time of the end of the year. And y'all already know. September.
Now it's about to be a trial.
December.
And Lil Migo know that old boy telling on everybody.
Rappers and stuff don't make it up out of. I wouldn't be surprised if they come back and try to get old Black Lil Migo on Dolph Day. Real deal. Y'all make that make sense, man. Because I think PRE, I think they want them a trophy. I think they want a trophy, man. Real deal. CMG just tried to get another trophy. Mr. Gro Hero, but they was unsuccessful, you guys. Unsuccessful hit. Now everybody know that where the hits is coming from. Because it ain't no coincidence that They pop out on him in Charlotte. They popped out on Dolph in Charlotte. And Black Youngster was arrested in Charlotte. Lil Migo, I think you better get your bags together. Y'all boy been up into Memphis, man. Because the streets is talking and the streets is not playing about Gro Hero because he is one of them guys who give back to the community. Just like his buddy Dolph. Yeah, I think Mr. Glock, Kenny Money, Paper Route, J Fields and all them putting them bags together so they can go and get them a trophy, man. They want a trophy. PRE need a trophy for the end of the year is out. And I think they trying to collect, you know? Real deal, man. Make it all make sense, man. Cause Big Juke wasn't no trophy. Big Juke was did in by his own brother. I think they want a rapper. It's a rapper for a rapper, you know? You know, they got Dolph. Dolph was a big rapper. I think they want another rapper. Make it all make sense, man. They send a 500K bag up for Black and a 100K bag up for Lil Migo for running his mouth after Gro Hero just got popped, man. Real deal. I think they ready to go bag for bag, man.
Yeah, I'm still looking. Hold on.
Put up for Gro Hero. You think them boys ain't gonna come back and smack some? You a doggone fool, man. I think PRE need a trophy, and I think they finna get a trophy. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, man. It's Mr. Cloud.
Lord, I didn't know I had this many videos on Opar. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me hear this one again. Cause he definitely said Black Youngster and hold on, so did he leave Lil Migo? Yeah, I'm talking to myself, y'all. I'm thinking and talking at the same time now that I know who house it was at. Oh shit. I don't trust him at all. Lil Migo? Oh no. I just passed that video where he was telling on a montage now. Mentioned Lil Flip and Black Youngster. I told y'all the other day, we can't forget about Lil Migo. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I say that? Yeah, yeah, I told y'all that we can't forget about him. He all up in there. Hold on, I need to hear this again. Now that I know his her little ass up in here. Lil Migo. Oh no, that's not the one. No, it's this one.
POV, you're indecisive about dinner, so you order one of everything. Craving something that tastes good and is good for you, that's where Factor comes in. Factor's meals are prepared.
Shout out to Big Chap.
Black Young.
Black Young.
CMG, whatever you want to call it, fam. We have seen this situation with Black Youngster all too many times, and when it comes to him and Gotti relationship, it's a rocky relationship, fam. And I was just saying when it comes to the Gro bags, you know, if you was paying attention, we didn't see no black youngsters. You feel me? That's hard when it comes to
Bank Boy Wayne.
a relationship. Because I
Bank Boy Wayne.
black youngster, and
There
I
you
know
go.
black
Bam.
youngster was able to attend, but he didn't want to for a real reason. Now, before we get into detail, we know that black youngster held it down for CMG. We know that black youngster held it down when it was thick, the smoke was thick. And when you on that type of time, even when the smoke clears, you still got to act like the smoke thick. Black youngster been on that type of time, especially when it comes to Big Juke. Black youngster don't move like he used to move. I mean,
Y'all still here? Can y'all still hear me? Y'all please hit the like button. Y'all got me digging all up in the archives. Please.
You know, these situations are real, and it's crazy to see how in this world we in, people can be partners, label mates, you know what I'm saying, thugging together, shooting together, drugging together, whatever the case, getting money together. And they end up falling out, especially in this hip-hop game. I don't know what it is about the hip-hop weather, but it's something about hip-hop, fam, that keep groups, you know, they don't stay together, or label mates. People tend to fall out. I don't know if it's the money or fame or just the game or all this stuff. But I can tell you this, Black Youngster, he just went to his social media. This time he cleared heavy count, CMG, and in his bio it just say independent. Mind you, like I was just...
His bio say independent. Hold on. Hold on. He dropped what?
It's what got in him. That was a moment.
Hold on, big chap.
That would have been for
What you say?
Just went to his social media. This time he cleared heavy count, CMG, and in his bio it just say independent.
So he dropped Lil Migo.